Hello, fishies. Welcome back to our Smash Bros. Mural. We're getting down to the final three. This week is Pichu, which apparently was not part of the original Pokemon first generation. Yeah. What? Don't look at me weird. No, he wasn't introduced until Hoenn, even though he is the baby version of Pikachu, because they didn't introduce baby versions of Pokemon until after the fact. So, like Pichu and Igglybuff and Smoochum and whatever the heck. Magby? Yeah, Magby. And Cleffa and Happiny. There were a lot of baby Pokemon that they were just like, you know what? I just want it tinier. And so Pichu was created, and I have the toxic mindset of thinking that I can win as Pichu. Spoiler alert, it has happened at least once, but I'm pretty sure that's just because the computer wiped out everyone else. And I got lucky. But anyways, and this character is what we did for our son's fursona, which he can accept or deny in his future life, but I like it. He's the cute little star bear. Anyways, I had a lot of fun designing the character and doing this art. I remember Pichu was in like a lot of the animated series and movies, as just kind of the one character that was super curious and got in trouble every time. I mean, that along with like Plusle and Minun. He usually was seen with Plusle and Minun, which I kind of wish they had like an evolution or something, because Plusle and Minun don't get enough love. I think that was peak character design. Where did it go? I mean, my husband very much thinks that Fido and Hala is not its proper name. It's based on Hollow Bread, though. Um, Fido and Darkspun are prime Pokemon perfect examples. Pokemon perfection, if you will. I disagree. My favorite will probably always be... Well, I really like the relatable Pokemon, like Morpeko, because you gotta love a hangry little hamster. I, too, am a hangry little hamster. As well as Psyduck is another one of my favorites, because who isn't also on the verge of a mental breakdown at any point in the day? We need more real Pokemon like that are just a mood. I mean, but we do have some pretty cool ones in the newer, like, renditions. But also some duds. Like, I feel like Capsea Kid could have been so much better designed. The name was peak. The design was eh. Anyways, I remember Pichu being in Smash for like as long as I've played Smash, which is back in Melee era, because you guys all know that I am a GameCube stan. And I remember I really miss the story modes in Smash Bros. Melee. They had a lot of good concepts there. Sorry if my voice is kind of fading. I've been getting over a cold. But anyways, so I always liked Pichu because Pichu's just cute, and you know, if you can win the game as the cutest character and catch everyone off guard, then that is peak. But I'm not that skilled. Like ever. But I try my best, and that's why most of my mains are also cute. And I play most of my Pokemon games based on aesthetics and vibes, which is not the best way to play Pokemon, but you know what? I still win most of them. I remember as a kid watching a whole lot of the Pokemon movies, and especially going to Blockbuster way back in ye old Blockbuster days and renting all the Pokemon movies. Um, I don't remember a ton of them, but my favorites were probably there was Pokemon Destiny Deoxys, which if you don't know what Deoxys is, it's basically DNA if it was a Pokemon, um, who also happens to be an alien. So it takes over this futuristic world and, you know, is like, hey, stop messing with me. Stop doing the science experiments and just leave me alone and free my sister or brother. I don't think they had genders. I really don't know. Um but yeah, I just vaguely remember that being one of my favorites because of a weird scene where they steal a hot dog truck and then Munchlax just enjoys the spoils of whatever falls out of that hot dog truck. Um Also, I feel like Munchlax is another, like, vibe Pokemon. Because who doesn't want to be a, like, hungry little gremlin? And then, my husband seems to think that Garbodor is a mood, but I can't get behind him. I can't get behind literal pile of trash. That is not peak character design in my book. Don't you why not me? Stop sassing me over there. They can't even hear you. Garbodor is not peak Pokemon design. It's just not. If you want to fight me in the comments, then do. But I'm not changing my mind. But anyways, I guess Muck really isn't peak character design either. He's just a sludge ball. I don't know. There's a lot of questionable designs in the Pokemon sphere, and then there's also a bunch of great designs in the Pokemon sphere. So it's just a matter of deciding which ones are great and which ones are terrible in your eyes, because obviously everyone sees things different. But I will continue to enjoy watching the new ones come out and see how good or bad their new designs are. I really want to get hold of the Switch too, because I really want to replay through Pokemon XD and Coliseum, because I heard those are being emulated there. So fingers crossed that I can earn enough by then, but also this channel doesn't make money, so that's kind of sad. But someday. Anyways, thanks for watching, and thanks for keeping up with the series. Alright, bye.